My dear brothers and sisters, today, Monday, 30th September, and today we celebrate the feast of Saint Jerome, the Bible scholar. Now, there are two specialities of Saint Jerome. He was born in 347, and already then his parents were already Christians. So he was baptized, but he was baptized much later as a youth. And he was baptized by the Pope himself at that time. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, he had a great zeal and passion for Christianity, especially the life of Jesus. And in order to really experience that life, he really took over to monastic life. And he reflected and he studied and he pondered on the life of Jesus in order to grasp the totality of the life of Jesus. Now we can now understand why he got interest, especially in translating the whole Bible from Latin and Greek, from uh, Hebrew and Greek to Latin. And he took so much of interest that he kept studying it over 3 years and translated the whole thing. Now he has been considered a scholar, and all people, anything about Bible or the Latin language, he was consulted the first. And when we know that Saint Jerome, he himself was so prayerful, so he gave his life into for monastic life, and just especially reflecting and pondering over the life of Jesus and all his scriptures. He himself really went around, though earlier at some moment he was studying some other books. But at one night it seemed that he had some dream, and in that dream, because he was reading the non Christian scripture, he was really beaten up. He saw that in his dream. And then next morning, when he got up, he just took all that material and threw it out. So he concentrated only on Christian literature and also on scriptures. So, my dear brothers and sisters, when he himself was not interested in becoming priest because he was a hermit and he himself lived in the desert, and he really wanted to experience that desert experience. He, even when he went to Bethlehem and to Israel, especially, he collected all these women, men, and especially women religious and those lay women. He also trained them how to be monastic women. So he himself took great interest in really making more important the monastic life and how one shall commit himself or herself to that. Later on also, when he went to Europe, to Rome, he also carried the same image and also had introduced some monasteries for men. And he lived in those monasteries. But at some point, when there was uh, some important things that were happening, he was there present personally. And then people thought that he could be a priest. So the church wanted to make him a priest. But he said, though I would remain as a priest, I will be still monastic. And so they allowed him. But later on, even in the international, those committees, they discussed things and they realized that he was one of the top scholars. So the Pope appointed him as his secretary, and he carried on for a long time till he felt that he should really be a person for monastic life. My dear brothers and sisters, what is important here is, though he himself was a very studious man and studied lot of things and especially lot of Christian literature, then he himself felt that he is meant for monastic life, but he never forgot about scriptures because he reflected on the life of Jesus. And the life of Jesus made him such, he was so much engrossed into that he would not leave it out. And for that reason, he himself was appreciated for many other places, but he gave his own life. And especially, he seems to have really uh, the Pope then awarded him as a man who was really in spirit and in ideas, also in lifestyle, that he was totally Christian and monastic. For that reason, he was also given a title of so called the scholars of the people who are really on the top, especially Christian learnings.